Hey, it's Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop, and welcome to the Custom Mustang 32 Car Challenge. This is put on by the Facebook group. It's an offshoot of my page, Custom Diecast Renegades and Hoodlums. The whole point of this was to get 32 entries to compete against each other because challenges bring out the best in everybody. And there are people of all skill sets. Some you know, some you don't. Some are from YouTube, some are just on the group and just have an Instagram or a Facebook page or do it for fun. But this brings out the best in everybody and helps increases everybody's skill set. The winners of this challenge will get a beautifully mint or near mint K7 donated by Mr. K7 himself, William Robinson. All the vehicle entries. This is like a pink slip challenge, and I'm tossing in my Mustang that I built to help introduce this challenge about a month ago or so, if you guys watch the channel at all. So the bracket is set up the best way I could. With 32 cars, I broke it up. On the left side is odds, on the right side is evens, and as the cars came in, I numbered them sequentially. First car in, number 1. Last car in, number 32. This benefits those who entered early, because not all cars were received. People had to drop out for one reason or another, and those first few entries will get a pass. So remember, this is a challenge where nobody knows anything about who did what. All entrants are encouraged to promote voting, but are not allowed to say which is their car. Anybody who votes, who points out a specific name and the car number, that person will be disqualified. All right, welcome to round 2. Round 1, I had a ton of votes. Took me forever to count. Appreciate everybody voting. So stick around to the end for a voting recap, the 11-minute, 15-second mark. So on the left side, number 1 and number 3 didn't really have opponents last time. They'll be facing off this time. Number 5 versus number 7. Number 9 versus number 21. Number 13 versus number 15. On the right side of the bracket, the first few didn't have opponents last time, so they will be squaring off for the first time. Number 2 versus number 4. Number 6 versus number 8. Number 10 versus number 22. Number 14 versus number 18. So let's take a closer look at all the cars competing in round 2. Number 1, 1965 Mustang Coupe, two-tone paint, black chrome and Windex blue, with a little color shift mixed in. It's got a black chrome base with silver details, painted rims on real riders, and this was opened with a soldering iron to not damage the original rivets, and it was resealed the same way. Number 3, 2010 Shelby, post-apocalyptic style. It's got beefy tires in the rear, armor. It's got a chain down machine gun on the front. It's got a backhoe attachment to push people out of the way. It is jet powered, and it is heavily weathered. Number 2 is a 1967 Mustang GT. It's a pink rose color with a hint of metallic in it. It's got a black base, detailed trim, and it's sitting on real riders. Number 4, this is a 1970 Mach 1. It's candy purple with a blue racing stripe. It has a antenna on it. It has a fully detailed body and chassis, and it's actually got real riders with 5-spoke torque thrust rims on it and working headlights, which are powered by a button underneath the car. Number 5 is a Boss 302, 1969. It is a hearse. It's a classic Mustang wheels. It's got a casket in the back. It is jet black and it is detailed to the max. Number 7 is a 1969 Boss 302 with a mustard yellow color and flat black accents. It's sitting on Real Rider 12-spoke rims. It's got the 50th anniversary decals along with some racing decals, and all the fine details are done. This is the edition that kind of gives off a racing vibe. Number 6 is a 1965 Mustang Fastback, rear engine powered, two-tone blue fade paint down the side with silver stripes and a center stripe pattern that's also silver. It's sitting on Real Rider rubber, and it's got fabricated exhaust tips, and every aspect of this is heavily detailed. Number 8 is a tuned Mustang 68 Fastback, post-apocalyptic style, satin black 4x4 Real Riders. It's got a skull wrecking ball and a pair of machine guns mounted to the hood. Number 9, 65 Mustang Fastback, off-white with black scoop and louvers. It's got slotted polished rims on Real Riders, bigs and littles, and it's got a skull flame decal on each side and a Fear This decal on the back deck lid, and the base and the trim is all detailed out. Number 21, 1967 Mustang Coupe GT, unicorn inspired jet black sitting on large white rims, detailed trim and undercarriage, unicorn monster decals throughout. Number 10, 1965 Mustang, Spectraflame orange with gloss black racing stripes. It's rolling on some Dunlop raised white letter tires and 6-spoke chrome rims. They look to be monoblocks. And the trim is all detailed, including the hood pins. Number 22, 1967 Shelby GT500, platinum silver with black stripes, detailed trim and undercarriage, sitting on 12-spoke big and little Real Riders. Number 13, 2010 Shelby jet black with hand-fabricated ground effect kit, hand-fabricated exhaust tips, sitting on Real Riders. Details front and rear are all done. Number 15, 1967 GT Coupe, two-tone metallic blue violet on the top with gunmetal gray on the sides, sitting on some Real Riders that are painted to match the gray, and it's detailed trim and undercarriage.
Number 14 is a 1970 Mustang Fastback. It's aluminum, deep red, and army green color scheme. It's got Air Force decals. This car is a tribute to the Tuskegee Airmen of World War II, the Red Tails, which flew the P-51D Mustangs. Number 18, Mustang Stalker. This is a ground-up restoration. It's got the bright white paint with the original Mustang Stalker decals. It's sitting on big and little red line tires and rims. Everything is polished and clean. Time to vote. Number 1 versus number 3. Number 2 versus number 4. Number 5 versus number 7. Number 6 versus number 8. Number 9 versus number 21. Number 10 versus number 22. Number 13 versus number 15. Voting ends 12/4/2019 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please vote for each car that you want to advance to the next round.